Good morning. It's Brian Martin with the Integrity Group. Today, what we're going to learn is how to use Sunfire. So let's go to our Sunfire app. I'm going to share the screen with you, and we're going to talk a little bit about scopes, and we're going to talk about how to use the platform. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go to Sunfire real quick. How to send the scope. Sending the scope is real simple. If you're in the house face to face, you hit complete scope and you check all 5 boxes. Boom, boom, boom. My agent name, my telephone number, beneficiary name. I've already typed in John Doe. I put in Main Street, Star, North Carolina, because that's my hometown, the great county of Montgomery County, North Carolina. The initial method of contact was appointment. The plans we're going to represent is MAPD. Date of appointment, which is today's date, 06/17 of the great year of 2022. And have Mr. John Doe sign the dotted line in the box row. John Doe. So we're going to hit save signature. And then you're going to go all the way to the bottom and hit save. And it says you have created a scope of appointment. So let's hit OK. It's going to take us to this page. And if you set your profile up right, you just hit sign right there and it's signed for you. Okay. So scope of appointment's done. So then we go to quote and enroll, which what I would do is I would just go to John Doe over here and I would start a quote. 3 dots, start a quote. Now, John Doe lives in Montgomery County. We're looking at Medicare Advantage Part D and special needs plans because we have to qualify. Now, is John Doe taking prescription medications? Yes. So I know that Walmart is big in Montgomery County. His medications are listed, metformin. As you type, it will populate the prescriptions for you. So metformin HCl tab 500 milligrams, 90, it would actually be 2 of those a day. So that would be 180 every 3 months. Okay. So let's save and add another medication. Let's do, what's another medication we could put in here? Dosage 2.5 milligrams. 5 milligrams. 90 every month, every 3 months. Okay, save medication. Atorvastatin. Everybody takes that. Let's go 40 milligrams and maybe 90 every 3 months. I'm just going to add those 3 in there. You can add as many medications in there as you want. Walmart is the local place that most people get their medications. We're going to hit Save Pharmacy and Medications. So we got, and then we just keep on walking down the thing. What's the big thing for these people? Dental, vision, over the counter. Let's just go with that. Are there any doctors that are important? Yes. So I'm going to put, I happen to know that in Troy, North Carolina, there is a doctor called Dr. Vang. I'm going to put him in there. Dr. Vang. Obervang. We're going to add that doctor in. We're going to save the doctor. So we save the doctor. Are you currently enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan? No, let's just say they're turning 65. Original Medicare. Rarely go to the doctor. Are they receiving extra help? So how you check and see if they're receiving extra help is you check on one of the carrier sites, whether it be UHC Jarvis or Humana, and you check and see if they're low income. So
well, that's an LIS lead. You already know they are, right?
So you hit yes, but you don't know what level it is. See, these are the levels, okay? So what you need to do is you need to pick which level, and let's just say they're level 1. So let's hit view all plans. So in that area, we have United Healthcare Dual Complete PPO. We have Humana Choice PPO. WellCare Dual Liberty Open PPO. We have Dual Access.
This is not recommended.
Let's look at the ones that were in Troy Medicare Dual Healthy Blue. Yeah. Now these are all the dual eligible plans. This is assuming that we have already qualified them for a dual SNP plan. Okay. So what's the next step? We compare. We start comparing. So the biggest thing that I would do is not all doctors accept PPOs. Not all doctors accept PPOs. So I would stick with the ones that accept the plans. That's the first step that I would do. So there's only one real plan that they really can use with Dr. Bank, which is what? The Humana Choice S&P. But for giggles, we're just going to pick these 3 and assume that the doctors are in there just to compare the benefits. So we got United Healthcare Dual Complete, PPO, WellCare PPO. I want to keep all PPOs together. Let's just compare those 2. You can compare 3 if they have them. Just compare 2 of them because you don't want to compare an HMO to a PPO. You want to keep PPOs like plans and HMOs to like plans. Why do you want to do that? Okay, so like, how would you compare a BMW to a Volkswagen? Different cars, right? So like, would you do a Camry to a Porsche? So a PPO plan is you can go out of network. An HMO is in network. So you really can't compare in good conscience a PPO to an HMO because an HMO is usually going to be richer in benefits, but has to be in that network. That makes sense? Richer in benefits, but have to be used in that network. So let's check out WellCare Dual Complete. And so I just kind of go over the highlights. Combined maximum out of pocket 11.3 compared to 5,100. So that being said, your United Healthcare Dual Complete plan, like we didn't even get the Humana plan in here. Compare. There we go. Compare. There we go. So Humana max out of pocket is $34.50 compared to WellCare's $34.50, and this one's 7,500. So sorry. I stayed up most of the night again. Cost sharing, with a full Medicaid plan, their cost sharing is very minimal, right? Very minimal. It goes over the benefits, and you just go over the summary of benefits with them and tell them exactly what their dental benefits going to be. Comprehensive 25. It looks pretty good. In doctor network 000, of course. You just need to go through the summary of benefits here. So once the customer makes an educated decision based upon you going on over all the details with them, all you have to do is what? Can somebody tell me? Hit enroll. Hit enroll. So let's just say we're going to go with Humane Choice S&P. And let's hit enroll. Let's see what happens. So John Doe's right there. Date of birth is 11/11/1956. Male, title, Mr. Telephone numbers 336-910-4884. Email address, not important. Residential address, 260 Martin Court. It's going to pull up Martin Lane. Pulls up all the information. The mailing address different from your permanent resident address. No. Continue. Now it gets to the fun part, which is entering in the Medicare. So, cheeseburger. I'm going to take it. Okay. Oh, okay. Cheeseburger. Yeah, that's it. No, I'm just going to. So you enter in the name as it appears on the card. D. Hospital 01/01 in 1956. Have we do want to put in their doctor's information since we already searched them. See how Dr. Vane's information comes up here. You just hit there's a PCP ID 000123730. And you're currently a doctor, okay? Doctor's patient. Now, one thing I would do, and I highly recommend that you do, if they have vision issues, I would go with large print. If there's audio needs, like if they're vision impaired, you can go audio, okay? So I usually go with large print just so it's easier. So when you have an invalid number, it's going to have an invalid number thing on here. So I'm just gonna put this in there. So right here is a check and balance in the system. You have to have the accurate number for the Medicare to continue. So we really can't go through the rest of the application just because you have to fill in the blank. But what that tells you is it also makes sure that your mistakes are limited on the thing, on your enrollment platform. So once you go through all this information, you enter in the client's accurate information, it's going to ask you for the plan information, and then it's going to ask you to read a couple of disclaimers, and then you're going to be hit send. When you hit send after the customer signs the application, then it's going to ask you for a health assessment. Please complete the health assessments with all the carriers. I hope this has been a good training for everybody. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.